to educate our society, our community, in a larger sense, our world. And believe the only thing, I've seen your show once or twice, and it just warms me because it's just good. It equates to truth and letting people know the truth and of life, and trying to make another dent, as we all have for so many years and so many things, into the ignorance, to get rid of it, and that people do have. We are all one, but we are all our own beautiful individuals. So thank you very much, and I look forward to following you further.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That is so nice.
And I think you hit the nail on the head. A lot of it is just dispelling ignorance.
Yes, it is. It is. Thank you.
It is.
Wow.
Well, thank you for calling.
That was a great call. You know, we've been getting all these wonderful calls tonight, and there are a lot of really wonderful people out there.
There really are.
And, you know...
Yeah, you have to remind yourself sometimes not to pay attention to all the negative stuff that gets said, because they tend to drown out the majority of good voices, positive voices.
That is so nice, and thank you. Thank you so much. I love those kind of calls.
They are great.
You know, it just reaffirms my belief that, you know, the vast majority of people out there really are very good. And I know that. It's a good thing.
Well,
and we'd be in trouble.
As along the lines of dispelling the myths and educating the public, if you're out there and you have a question on transsexuals, transgenders, what does it mean? You've heard words, vocabulary, you're not sure what to make of them. We're fairly well versed in a lot of the science that's been going on. Please call in and ask the questions. We can answer your questions better when we know what they are.
Sure, that's absolutely true. And if you really want to get technical, we'll drag Stacy back on here and get her to go in depth into the genetics. But hi, Stace. But anyway, yeah.
I'm sure she'll be back on in the future.
So that's true. And please call. In fact, you brought, I believe, a slide and some information. This is something we've been wanting to do. Is sort of periodically we need to sort of go back and sort of define for everybody sort of how this works, because it is very confusing, and there's a huge amount of confusion in our community, and so I know that the community, you know, the broader community, the community in general, is probably confused as hell about this.
Well, that's true. That's true, and I don't know. Maybe we just go to the slide. I guess because it's been we're on a new night, so great, they got the slide up. Yeah. This was a slide that was used at the Love Makes a Family, or my variation of a slide that was used at a Love Makes a Family conference. It tries to call out the different categories that people can be very confused about. Obviously, you have at the top there, you have sex. Your sex is determined at birth. It's based on your physiology. You get classified as either as female or male. We have a gender identity, which is, I've called it a brain sex. This is who you are on the inside. This is not something doctors can pick up on when you're born. This is something that you grow into. Your emotional, your social state, your the way you think. The latest science leads us to believe that this gender identity is part of your brain wiring that happens during the fetal development. The gender expression, this is what a lot of people are familiar with. The gender expression is, of course, your outward appearance and behavior. When someone says, or when you hear someone say, oh, that guy, he acts gay, they're talking about this person's gender expression. And then entirely unrelated to any of that is sexual orientation. This is who you're attracted to. One of the confusing questions we get frequently is, well, if I'm presenting, I'm born male, I'm attracted to guys, I transition to be a female, am I gay or am I straight? And I guess the confusion comes into play that most people take a look at your sex versus your sexual orientation. If you're female and attracted to men, you're straight. If you're female and attracted to women, you're gay. But I think what's more important is to take a look at that gender identity line.
Right.
If you identify as female and you're attracted to women, or if you identify as male and you're attracted to women. And the thing is, these categories work for everybody. You can be born male, you can have a male gender identity, you can have a masculine gender expression, and you can be attracted to women. Everybody still fits into this layout.
Right.
So the issue that we deal with is between the gender identity and the gender expression. You know, we're born one way, and for most of our lives, we're expressing the other gender. So we're born with a female gender identity, or in the female to males, a male gender identity. So I was born as male with a female gender identity, but my gender expression's been male most of my life, until recently. And that's what we're trying to bring into line, that gender identity and the gender expression, that we can actually express what's inside of it. We can express who we are regardless of the packaging that we were born with.
Right. You're right. And as far as who we're attracted to, we're no different from anybody else.
It can be anywhere on the spectrum.
That's right.
So it looks like we stirred something up.
We stirred, yeah. And thank you, Tara, for explaining that. And thank you to Love Makes a Family, a wonderful organization who provided us with that. Good evening, NLC Trans. You're on the air.
Well, thank you both for finally got a great expression on there. I love you both. And boy, everybody's watching you tonight.
I guess so. Thank you, Father.
We have a lot of people that watch us in silence.
Yeah.
Oh, you do. You have a lot in silence, too. Yeah, we just finished the taping for a television show, and I just caught you. But what was so great, Tara, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love that posting you just had up so people can understand what's going on. And the gender thing, that was such a great, I think, just a great explanation so that people, you know, like my foolish me, who's a box of rocks, can understand this stuff, okay?
You are not a box of rocks, Father. You are
High quality rocks.
You are not a box of rocks.
Well, and I know I've heard it from people, even from some of my family members, that they're okay with my lifestyle choice. And that's missing the point. This is not a lifestyle choice. This is the way I'm wired.
Right. This is who we are.
Exactly. And it's not a sexual choice in the sense of who you're attracted to either. Right. I get so much of that when they talk about this, and you know how irritated Father gets, right?
Right.
Oh, she's just gay.
Yeah. Right. No. You know, and that's the greatest explanation, and we need to see more of that because it's your gender, not what you're sexually attracted to. You know, and that was really good. I really like that, and I just want to jump in and say bless you. And it was nice to hear different people I know calling you up. That's great. You know.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of calls from your household tonight.
Well, they're not at my household. They're all over the place doing stuff. That's the and I just got back to see you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, you have a nice evening and keep up the good work.
Thanks, Father.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And for those of you that don't know, that was Father Russ. His show is on tomorrow night. He is
Wednesday night at 8.
Wednesday night at 8.
Street Talk.
And he is our biggest supporter and a sweetheart, and we love him. So, thanks, Father.
Yeah, and he has been one of the people pushing us to talk more about the basics. We are on a new night on Tuesdays, and we are always catching people